Alright guys, you ain't gonna believe this. You know I had the Neo 2 and I love the drone. It's really cool. But I actually returned it. And this is why I returned it. And I want to share this with you. I wanted to go with the Fly More combo, which was battery only on that particular one. But I've changed my mind. And now I went ahead with the DJI NEO 2 Fly More combo with controller. Now we're going to get into this here in just a minute. So stay tuned. Well, hello and welcome to On the Patio with Mr. D. Hay. You heard me say it just at the beginning of this thing, but yes, I replaced my Neo 2 with a Neo 2, but I wanted the controller. And financially, it didn't make any sense to buy the controller separate and then the antenna module. It just didn't make any sense because cost-wise, I was looking at $100 more for what I had, so I just returned the one I had and paid the extra $100 and got the Fly More combo with the controller. So we're going to go ahead and unbox this, and we'll get going from there. All right, the little security tab didn't work when I went to pull it off, so I've got to cut it, and that's done. So now we're just going to unbox the Neo 2 Fly More combo. Now, this particular QR code will get you to the latest and greatest DJI Fly app. This upper storage box carries the controller and accessory items. And then the drone itself is right here. Those antennae were a lot smaller than I thought because I've only seen them on video and they made it look so big. But there's the drone, and we should have a little bit of power. Yep, 2. So what we're going to do before we get into activating it and all that kind of stuff, we're going to go ahead and unbox the rest of it. It's where you get your 2 extra props. Here's your controller right here. And it's smaller than I thought. That is pretty small. It's going to be pretty cool though. See if there's any power in it. Yep, just a little bit. So I got to charge all this stuff up. This is the cable if you have a lightning cable or an iPad or stuff that still uses that. Now in this section here is the 2 other batteries and charging bank. Because it comes with 3. There's one in the drone, and then you get these 2 here, and these should have just a little bit of power on them. Yeah, they're all about 20% or so. Your USB-C to USB-C cable, instruction pamphlets, and screwdriver for replacing your props. So we're going to go ahead and get all this stuff in the charger, and then we'll finish this thing up and get it activated and all that kind of stuff. Alright guys, what we're going to do now is go ahead and get the activation and all that stuff done. First of all, down here on the bottom are your thumb screws. Just pop them out of here and then screw them up on top. Now I got everything charged up. You can see here, press the button, and I got 4 there, and I have 4 there. So we're good to go. Now, you want to take off the gimbal cover, and we're going to get ready to start this thing. What you have to do is hold that button down for about 3 seconds so it'll take and then establish the connection with the drone. Hopefully everything will work right. Okay, we are on the Go Fly. Now it says to activate. Okay, we are successfully activated on the drone. It is doing a new firmware update. Now I did make a mistake. That was my mistake, getting the controller to link. You got to plug it into the phone, otherwise it doesn't know you're talking to the DJI Fly app. So a stupid rookie mistake on my part, but we're all good. And right now, I'm just waiting for the update to complete. Okay, now the drone is doing some stuff. And we are at 86%. Because I know the drone will shut off. Then I should be good to go, I think. But again, this is my first controller for, I mean, a very, very, very long time. I mean, we're talking many, 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 many years ago. When I flew a drone for real estate business, before Part 107, before all the restrictions. We're talking years and years and years ago. And so I haven't touched a controller like forever, so I've forgotten how to do it. So we're just finishing up here. I think we're at 90%, so we're almost done. Now I did fast charge the batteries and the controller. I've got one of those 100-watt thingies that will charge up your stuff really, really quick. Okay, now this is flashing. It's going through the update process because the controller's flashing right now, and so is the drone. So I think it's installing the software. Don't know. It hasn't shut off, so I don't know. Okay, the drone just turned on. Okay, what's that say? Okay, it says that it's done. Okay, connect to aircraft. Okay, so I have got, I'm set up at 4K at 30. I've got 2 hours and 55 minutes of flight time based on the internal storage. So I'm going to go give it a real quick flight, and then I'll be come back, and then tomorrow we'll be doing a more in-depth flight.
Edge of altitude zone.
Now, I don't know if you guys know this or not, but all your batteries have their own firmware installed in the batteries, along with your drone and controller and all other kind of stuff. And they all have to talk the same language. So to check to see if your firmware is up to date in your batteries, and you must do this for all 3 of your batteries, is to power up your drone and see if a statement comes up on there that says update required due to inconsistency. And if that's the case, update that particular firmware and do that for all 3 of your batteries, to where when you plug in a battery, you don't get that little tag statement for inconsistency in firmware. And that'll fix that problem, and you're ready to go. All right, guys, we're going to do some basic stuff here. Let me turn on the record button. I'm going to try a little bit of obstacle avoidance just for giggles here and see how it works. There it goes. Yeah, it blew it off to the side. That was cool.
Return to home.
Now I'm doing the return to home.
Landing.
That's going to be pretty close. Wow, that's impressive. Right in the center. You can't get better than that, can you guys? All right, now I'm going to do a fly out and fly back.
Takeoff. Home point updated. Landing. Takeoff. Home point updated.
I'm going to do some obstacle avoidance stuff here.
Landing. Landing.
Guys, this morning we are going to run this thing through its paces again, because I've done this on my first review, but this is with the controller. Now, I still have a pretty good fear of the controller flight. I still have it, but we're going to fly over water today and get that done. Then we're going to run through some of the autonomous activity of this particular drone without the controller. The controller thing, I've got to get rid of my anxiety about flying with a controller. I did a little bit yesterday, and we're going to do a little bit today. So hey, let's get this thing going. All right, guys, here we go. This morning we are going to go ahead and fly the drone with the remote. There we go. That's better. Takeoff permitted. I got 27. Okay, let's take this up in the air and see what we got.
Takeoff. Home point updated.
Shit, I can't see it. There it is. Okay. All right, let's try its return to home. All right, it won't return to home because I'm not where I need to be, I guess. Okay.
Landing. Landing.
Okay.
Takeoff. Home point updated.
You're still recording? Oh. I'm going to take this up one. Now return to home. She'll come right to my hand.
Landing.
There it is. Okay. All right, guys, what we're going to do is start with the circle first. Kind of simple. Make sure the lens is pointed towards you.
3, 2, 1.
It's going to get itself in its position. And there it goes. It automatically records right out the jump. This drone is amazing. Put your hand out
Landing.
and it'll land right in your hand. All right, the next one we're going to try is this. Now I'm not going to do the selfie shot. We're going to do the droning. And that's 13. I got it set for 13.1 feet.
3, 2, 1.
And the droning. This thing is really cool.
Landing.
And that takes care of the droning. Rocket. And we are set for 32 feet with rotation. Start.
3, 2, 1.
All right, there it goes. Now I got this one set for 32, almost 33 feet up. With rotation, as you can see. And now it's coming down. That was quick. Just finished, gets itself back in position.
Landing.
And lands. This thing is amazing. Okay, next. Master shots, we're not going to do a helix. Let's do the helix. Start.
3, 2, 1.
I gotta be honest with you guys, I like this drone more for its autonomous programmed flights than I do flying this thing with a controller. Now, I mean, I have the controller if I need it, if I want to do some tracking with the car, but other than that, I like the autonomous modes. And it just sits down right in your hand. I mean, you can't ask for more than that. And we are down to almost out of this battery. Okay, ski follow, boomerang. Okay, we're gonna do a boomerang right now.
3, 2, 1.
And off we go. Hasn't started recording yet. Now I've got the hang of this thing. Once it gets in position, then the automatic record button will happen. But as you can see, this is running through the boomerang. And when it's done, it'll stop recording. Now what we're going to do is do a follow. There we go. Have a good one, man. Well, hey guys, we're going to wrap up the review on the DJI NEO 2 Fly More combo. Man, I had a lot of fun. I really did. Now, I still have the anxiety with the doggone controller, but I did fly more with the controller this time. Maybe that's why they call it the Fly More combo. But anyway. I did fly more with the controller this time, but my funnest part, the thing I enjoy the most, is all the autonomous flight profiles that are programmed into this particular drone. And basically because I got this drone strictly for my cycling activity, and the follow mode and some of the other things that it does will suit my needs greatly. And the reason I want the controller too is if I get to a spot on a trail somewhere that looks cool, but I got to fly to it, I'd rather have the controller with the stronger signal to give me a safe flight. Now, the only weakness in this thing, and you've heard it on every video on YouTube, is the battery life. And that is a true statement, guys. The battery life on this thing is not great, but I don't like flying a long time anyway. I have a thing, once I hit 9 minutes, and I don't care what I'm doing, once I hit 9 minutes, I hit return to home, bring it back in, change the battery out, and go back up and finish what I was doing. There's nothing wrong with that. I have no overheating problems. I've heard people talk about overheating and stuff like that. I haven't had any overheating problems at all. Now, it is warm when it gets back, but I'm flying 9 minutes at a pop. But the funny thing is I'm going right back up. I changed that battery out, put the other one in. Normally at 9 minutes, I got 1 bar left on the battery. And because I'm fighting winds and stuff like that in different conditions. And then when I have the controller on, I'm all over the place. I mean, I'll hit this thing and it'll go, it'll do all kinds of crazy stuff. So I haven't learned how to make that smoother, but I will with practice. And that's what I got to do. Practice, practice, practice. Cost-wise, guys, you can't beat this. The cost for this particular drone is well within a reasonable range compared to some of the other drones that are out there. And I like this because it's small, it's compact, and it's really not that loud. And you can just get out and have fun with it. And again, with the autonomous programs in there, it's really awesome. So that's about all I got to say about the Neo 2. It's a great, great little drone for you to, and it's not a toy, but I got it to play with my cycling and all that kind of stuff. The adventures I do there. Adding the drone element to my videos is going to be a awesome add. So anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. We'll see you on the next one.